Good day, YouTube. It is the 12th of April, 2019. This is a Honda EZ2500 generator that I did quite a few segments of videos on, and then somehow, like an idiot, I deleted them. I finished up the project today and realized I had deleted all the first stuff, so I'm going to have to do a new intro to this project. A couple of weeks ago, my dad in Alaska sent me pictures of a Honda 2200 watt generator, kind of like this one. Said he paid $125 for it and asked, if that was a good buy. I looked around a little bit online and see that they're trying to sell for $250, $275. Some people trying to get a little more than that out of them, but I think that's the market, $250, $275. So yeah, he did good. While I was looking around, I spotted this one on the internet. It was on Facebook Marketplace for $25. And I thought, interesting. I read on, carburetor's gone, air filter's gone. Don't know anything about it. So it's a little bit of a gamble. So I responded back to, hey, I'll take it for $25. Sounds like a fun project. Make a good video. It did make a good video, except I deleted most of it. Anyway, I got there to this person's place. Turns out to be a cabin in the woods. Yeah, I went off-roading and up to get this thing. When I got there, it was in the back of his Blazer, Suburban, something like that. And tried to roll the engine, and it wouldn't go round and round. It was stuck. Excuse me. He apologized that the engine was stuck. That I drove all the way out there, and it was a no-go. He says, if you want it, you can have it. I said, thank you. We put it in my rig, and down the muddy, sloppy hill I went to the first car wash when I got home and washed my vehicle. Now, have it up on the table, or at that evening I had it up on the table, and we threw it on its side, and I threw some PB Blaster down the spark plug hole, and then took the rope starter off the front, put a breaker bar on it with a big socket on it, and went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All of a sudden, boo, it starts to move. And then it just broke free. It was very easy to get unstuck. The rope was broken, the recoil was and been shortened. It was about 8 inches long or something. You might could get one revolution out of it if you tried. So in the week that it's taken to obtain a new carburetor, and air cleaner, assembly, and all the spark plug and all that stuff for it, I had replaced the rope in the recoil. Looks like I could use a little more tension or just shorten the rope a little bit. And changed the oil once, and it probably needs done again because it was pretty dirty. So fast forward to today, the recoil's back on, oil is back in it, and the parts arrived. And now I will resume the videos that I've taken today, which will complete the video series on the Honda EZ2500 generator that I paid nothing for. Because I probably didn't mention it in the next clip, the carburetor was, and I had looked this up before I actually agreed to pay $25 for it. I go, I wonder if we can get a carburetor for this thing, like real cheap. And I went online, yeah, it was like $9. So I bought a carburetor. I had everything sitting on my cart, my electronic cart, if you will. Spark plugs, air filter, the carburetor and the air cleaner assembly was all sitting there. I think it was about $34 total in parts. And because he gave me the generator, all I really had was a little bit of time and a trip to the car wash, get the mud off my vehicle. And so fast forward to today, I have $34 in what is now a working Honda EZ2500. So enjoy the rest of the video. Hey gang, we are back. It is fast forwarded now to Friday, 12th of April. And freight has been coming in all week. The carburetor has just arrived today. So this has taken a little while to gather up all the parts and pieces that we needed, and we didn't need too much. Let's go over it real quick. In this corner, we have a couple air filters with pre-filters. So, if you watch my videos, I never buy one. Let's get two. If I sell this, I may or may not let the spares go. There's a very good chance. In fact, I have an engine just like that sitting on my spare engine shelf. So those are pretty common. The Honda 160s, I think. They're 160 cc. I will obviously have another one day, or if I need to sweeten the deal when I sell it, I can sell it with spare tune-up parts. So picked up not just one, but 2 spark plugs. So got those. This should be the air cleaner assembly, and I assumed it did not come with an air filter, which is why I bought the 2 air filters. And I do hope that the air filters I bought fit the air cleaner assembly. Everything appears to be as I expected. Let's get her open. Maybe we get all this stuff put on today. That'd be awesome. Get it running. It had no carburetor when I bought it. Sorry if you already know all this stuff, but sometimes I forget where I was in the video. Once it's been a week, and slept a couple times. Somehow. Oh yes, there we go. Well, look at that. It has a filter in it. And it's different than that. Well, it's not my fault. Okay, we didn't need, how'd that come out of there? Like that. So it's already got an air filter in it. Good to go. Dad, if you're watching, I got an air filter for you for the one you just bought in Alaska. My dad will find this humorous. He sent me a picture. He bought a 2200 watt version of this generator in Fairbanks, Alaska. I think he said he paid $125 for it. A few days later, this one showed up for $25, but it wouldn't turn over. And so he gave it to me for free. I sent a picture to my dad. I said, sorry, I didn't really want to one-up you. That wasn't my intention. But I got this for free, and it took, what it take, guys? 2 minutes to unstick the engine? Yeah. And now it spins. All we need is carburetor. This thing shipped to my house was, oh, I forget. It was about $9. It was not $10. It was about $9. It come with a piece of fuel line, which this one feels fine. I'm going to tear it further apart to put a fuel line in it if this one's good. So we're going to put it on the shelf for the next one. And I think that's the choke operator. So without further ado, let's just put it on, because I want to hear it run. All right. Let's put it on. Can y'all see? I can see. Let me check. Yeah, let's do it that way. Let's put this puppy on. All the governor stuff appears to be here. All right, I think it works okay. I've kind of moved things, and you know, this thing goes back and forth. And I think they did good. And when you see the person put the nuts back on, whoever took the carburetor off of this so many years ago, that's someone that usually knows what they're doing, and they don't mess too much stuff up. If the nuts were gone, I'd think otherwise. You know, the carburetor and the air cleaner was gone. So people lose stuff, I get that. But he didn't lose the nuts, he put them back on. Somebody put them back on. All right, so let's slide this puppy on. I'm sure it goes this way. We might want to hook this before we get crazy, but what keeps it in? I don't know. This is choke. This is throttle. And that probably goes like this. Or I do have one of these out in the shed, so if I don't figure out how this throttle thing goes on there. Ah, that's why there's no keeper. There's a slot here, and then I'll bet this turns. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Slide that in a little farther. Okay. And then we need to put the gas line on. Let me get my gas line pliers. Little ones. Yeah, I'm gonna stick you on hold for a second. Alright, I have plugged in my external microphone, but I forgot to do. I did a little review on it. If you want to find that video, just the previous video to this one, did a review on an external microphone for a smartphone. It means I don't have to yell anymore. And I will be interested in your comments on it. Okay, I think this little piece of pipe should spin a little. I'm just not sure if it will. Maybe it won't. Okay, now I gotta move the clamp a little bit. Yeah, should be good. Now I know you gotta put the air cleaner assembly on it. Let's just bench test it here for a second. Because, okay, so the gas on is there, so you got to straddle that thing somehow, or put it here. There's no gas in it right now. It's completely empty. Tank looks good. Doesn't look like it's hitting me. Oh, there's a bolt. Damn, there's a bolt right here. And I'm gonna have to take that out of there. Let me find a 10mm wrench. $10mm. I'm gonna show you this guy in a second. So in my shop here, I have two large U.S. General toolboxes. One in this is what I call the milking room. This was the dairy barn, so this was the room that they milk cows in. Then I have one out in the main shop area, and it has a top box on it. Slightly smaller than this one, but it has a top box on it. But at home I have toolboxes as well. In fact, I didn't bring any of my Snap-on tools to my shop here. They are all at home in different boxes. Okay. And so every once in a while I go home to get a tool that I've never brought out here and go through my toolbox and go, yeah, I think I need to take this and this. So the other day I brought quite a few tools out that I have never brought out to the shop here before. And including my Snap-on little, I think it's a 4-inch crescent wrench. And there's some big history behind this crescent wrench, or adjustable wrench, I guess we should call it, because it is a Snap-on brand. I used to hang out with a towing company, and so we'd get out on tows once in a while, and I always kept this in my knife sheath. I've disconnected many batteries. I have done all kinds of stuff, safety related, with this little adjustable wrench. I've had this thing for, oh my goodness, 25 years or more. And what a quality little tool that is. And I found it, I kind of forgot about it. It was in my other toolbox, and I brought it out here because it's my favorite tool of all time, I swear. Okay, so this will line up with that bolt. This is good to go. We need to get the choke lever coming out here. So remember, this didn't have any of this on it, but it's gonna have it now. I don't know how this attaches, or if I have to take what's here off. It appears that I do. It's very stiff. Is there any instructions? No. No instructions. Figure it out. Figure it out. Well, the best I can figure, because it's got to come out like this, is whatever's on here now, it's got to go. Okay, don't break it, Glenn. Oh, it's coming right off. Well, spoke too soon. It came up a little, I just held that. That's all it's done so far. Come on. Ooh. That sounded bad. Yeah, dang it. Dang it, I broke it. I actually broke it. Well, how else was it supposed to go? Oh no. Oh no, it's supposed to go over here. Idiot. Yes, I am an idiot. And now I can prove it. Dang it, it was supposed to go over here and just run up against it. And now I broke it. Doggone it. Well. I'm guessing I'm going to have to buy another one. I don't think this is fixable. Why did I jump to that conclusion so quickly? Oh, bummer. I guess I might try to glue it. I don't think it's gonna do any good, but gall darn it. Okay, I'm gonna stop you for a second. I'm gonna put some glue on it, and I'll just figure I have to buy another one. Chalk it up to, one for the team. Hang on, I'll be back in a... All right, there's no reason to try to glue that thing. It's just not gonna happen. I get to just order a new one. That's all there is to it. Order a new one. We'll throw it on the shelf for bench testing. Future Hondas, that's what we'll do. Yep, it's got usefulness. All right, let's stick a spark plug in it. We'll put some gas in it. See if this puppy will run. Is that about 32-ish? Oh yeah, right where it needs to be. Right where it needs to be. Kind of hard to reach right there. But we're gonna have to reach right there. There we go. Where's my ratchet? Tighten her up. There we go. Come off of there. Yeah. Get out of there. This one's got a really good rubber thing in it. Alright, put the plug wire on it. Put some gas in it. We're going to do this in real time. We're not going to fire it up and then turn the camera on. There's a tiny little bit of rust in there. Just a tiny little bit at the bottom. Other than that, the tank is pretty clean. Got some non-ethanol premium fuel. Fresh too, they say. Looking for leaks. That's pretty good, about a third of the tank. Think it'll fire right up? You know, these generators don't have, do not have fuel pumps like the EU series generators have. So this should fire right up. Gotta turn the gas on. Gas on. The choke is on. I'm gonna have to open it with a screwdriver. Some idiot broke the linkage on it. It's been a while. Did I change the oil in this thing? Can't remember. Didn't change it because it's pretty dirty. Or did I? I think I did. Still dirty, but it's full. It's not real dirty or anything. It's not super black, but this one's probably gonna have to get run a bit, change the oil a time or two, maybe throw some seafoam in it. All right, see if it'll fire. Is it a one pull? It's actually kind of hard to pull where I have it sitting on the bench. It's just a little high, but let's do it anyway. Choke on. Choke harder. Choke off. Plugs on. Switches on. Okay. Pulling again. Gas is on. Let's get some hot sauce in it. Maybe just needs a little bit of encouragement. Starting fluid. Choke off. Choke off. Fired. sure why it's surging so hard. It acts like it's really lean. It's just making power and it runs the saw just fine. I think I'll play with it a little bit. I've run the idle screw all the way out, which should help to richen the mixture unless there's not vacuum pulling on that port. Other than that, I don't know. It's supposed to be the correct carburetor port, but it just seems like it's running lean. Well, we'll play with it here for a little while, see what we get. I'll bring you back and have something a little better to show you. So I didn't run it yet. What I thought is I'd put the air cleaner back on because these will apply some restriction to the air, which will actually richen it up. And maybe that's all it was lacking. I don't know that, but it's always good if you have an issue like that to put the air cleaner back on and let it have the mixture it was designed to have. So gas is back on. Let's fire back up and see if it still surges. I guess I have to turn the switch on. Wow. That's odd. Well, I feel like we still have a lean situation, so I'll keep digging. Well, there for a minute I thought that had it, and that's really what it needed, but still has a lean situation. I'm not sure if there is a main jet adjustment on these carburetors. I didn't see one, but I'll dig around a little bit. So we're learning this together. I'll be back. All right, guys, we're going to try this again. I've got this little black, almost thought it was just like a stop or something. There's like a jet below it, but it does turn. It's got like a little cross-haired, almost like a Phillips head tip slot in it. Let's start it back up and try to adjust that, see if it adjusts the high-speed fuel mixture. If it'll start back up. It's so lean it's actually hard to start. If I wouldn't have broke the choke thing, it would be easier. Okay, I'm gonna cheat. think it's going to be just fine, actually. I think whatever it's got going on, it just needs to run a little bit and get better at what it's supposed to do there. So I'll endeavor this weekend to put a load on it and just run it. Put a little seafoam in the gas and get that into the cylinder and let it just kind of clean things up, clean the valves up. Because the thing's been sitting for, well, many years. We don't know how long, but many years. But it works good. It's not an EU series inverter generator by any means. Just burning some stuff off the muffler and so forth. I'll finish probably cleaning it up. I wish I could edit out the thing I just broke off the choke, but I can't, so I'll order another carburetor, swap it out, no big deal. But hey, it was a free generator. I got $34 invested in what I have bought so far, and I'll invest another $9 in another carburetor, but I'll keep that one for something, you know, testing something, getting something running down the road. It'll get used for something. I ain't gonna worry too much about it. Got a spare spark plug, and I got 2 air filters for my dad's generator, or for the engine I have out in the shed, or for a future project or something. This one's got a foam type air filter in it, so it's obviously something I can clean and reuse. So Honda EZ2500 free generator, was missing the carburetor and air cleaner assembly, is all been put back on. It runs fine. It is going to make a nice little unit for something. I probably don't need it in my fleet, but you know, I don't know. I kind of like generators. I always have. Gang, thanks for watching. Appreciate your comments. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the thumbs up button to be notified of future videos. And these videos come absolutely free to you, but if you'll hit the thumbs up button, it's like putting a penny in my piggy bank, and I'd appreciate that. We'll catch you on the next video.